Tim with Walter's Gardens. I want to talk a little bit today about the Proven Winners Perennial Program for 2021. I want to specifically highlight some of the top new items. We have like 24 introductions for this next coming year. The first thing I want to talk about is one of the stately introductions called the Luminaries series of phlox. We have our Luminary Ultraviolet and our Luminary Opalescence. Great garden plants, great height plants at the back of the border. Luminary Ultraviolet here may not be in full flower today, but you can definitely see the highlights of that dark stems that are emerging from the buds there. So you get the attractive dark stem both before and after flowering. But also don't forget about Luminary Opalescence. Great foliage presence, strong garden plant, excellent flower performances, large panicles that hold on for a long period of time. So great plants in ultraviolet and opalescence. But don't forget we have another great plant in our pulmonaria called Spot On. So great foliage presence, early season of interest, but very vigorous plant for both the container grower and for the home gardener, giving the best of both worlds when it comes to pulmonaria. Talking about flowering for a long time, we'd be remiss if we didn't talk about our Hibiscus series, the Summerific series of Hibiscus. And this year we're bringing two new varieties to the market. First one is called French Vanilla. If you're looking for a color break, I think we have it now. We have a soft creamy yellow that morphs into a nice cream color on a dark foliage chassis. And with that being said, it's about 3.5 feet in height and garden presence, so not going to be a beast in the garden and fits very well in proportionate locations. The other new introduction this year is our Spinderella, Summerific Spinderella. That's a nice, strong, dark green foliage variety, very round, robust habit, with a pink and white bicolor flower. But both of these varieties have long flower performance from bud count from the top to bottom, so you can see that holds up for a long period of time for both the homeowner and the growers alike. We're talking about flowers holding on for a long period of time. We should also talk about the Painted Town Dianthus series. Remember, we have magenta and fuchsia in previous year's introductions. This year we're going to bring you Painted Town Red and Painted Town Fancy. Painted Town Fancy is strong pink with a nice raspberry eye to it. And then, of course, Painted Town Red with this beautiful red flower. Both of these plants have great foliage presence that will last for a long time in the garden. Nice clean state, but also carrying nice strong flower presence throughout the garden at the whole time. If we're talking about great plants in the garden for multiple attributes, we'd be remiss if we didn't talk about our oregano. This is our ornamental oregano that we selected more for its ornamental features than we did for its flavor features. You'll notice it has a nice soft texture. It gives you that soft texture in the garden presence, but also by the time midsummer comes, strong flower performance. This is a pollinator magnet. If you want flowering with foliage and texture and contrast, this is a plant for the garden. Over here are some other new introductions for this season. We're going to talk about another new genera to the lineup, of which is a polemonium called Heaven Sent. Taking over these nice periwinkle blue lavender flowers here, highlighted upon this dark bronze cast of foliage here. This kind of gives you the best of both worlds. You get that early season foliage of that bronze cast that softens into these nice green foliage with these beautiful highlights of these purple lavender blue flowers there. So great plant, early season interest, excellent item for the table early on or for the homeowner's garden as well. Talking early season items, we should also talk about some of these new ground cover phlox we have. This is our Spring Bling series. Great quarter-sized flowers on there. 3 distinct colors in pink sparkles, ruby riot and rose quartz, on strong foliage with good garden vigor plants. If we're talking garden vigor, we should also talk about the Virginia Miss Piggy. Note this has very large foliage there. It comes out of the ground there with a nice bronze cast to it, softens to a green shade, while it throws up this kind of soft pink colored flower. Great early season item, another new genera to the lineup, providing that early season interest, zone hardy plant with great vigor and garden performance. And once again, as we merge from spring flowering to summer flowering plants, we should also think about our new Perovskia called Sage Advice. You know we've had denim and lace in the program. Now we're bringing you one that complements denim and lace called Sage Advice that extends your bloom period, gives you a longer flowering period later into the season with a strong foliage presence, but yet keeping that strong, tight habit that does not open up or lodge in the garden setting. But don't forget about the Salvia back to the fuchsia. Looking for that great name to support a nice, strong retina burning color in this fuchsia magenta cast on nice dark green foliage. This is a plant for you. In that mid-season of interest there with our Color Spire series, Salvia back to the fuchsia. But thanks once again, and enjoy these 24 new introductions from the Proven Winners Perennial program.